Greetings, denizens of Zed City. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Zed City. Episode 6, Out of the Ashes.
Do zombies decay? Yep, 24 hours. These zombies don't, though. They're kind of stuck there. They're stuck there until like a minor zombie spawns and frees them. But it's in my advantage to have them stuck there, so I'm happy with it. I want them there because it adds to my threat, so that the threat calculations are in my favor. Zeusin. Actually, that's a good amount of wood. We just need to haul it. So maybe the rest of these... Oh no, those were set to be installed. The good news is we definitely have our bedrooms. Nope, not steel plumbing. Kind of. So that got done. But the defenses are going to take a minute. I'm going to have Guero chill on the chairs, as the chairs we've obtained so far are going to be enough for the toots. But it's good to know that there's more chairs out there. Because that's another very good goal, is ultimately, once we are able to get a multi-analyzer to research fabrication, we can convert slag and steel into components, and that will allow us to manufacture vehicles, like trucks, to be able to haul things a lot more efficiently than just like a few items at a time. Because you can use vehicles like that to move even stuff on the map. So real handy. Can I check the mountains? No. I'm not going to be using that exploit. That's probably enough fine meals. So farm's working out real well, I must say. We are getting zombies back in about half a day. So I think I'm going to send Redfield and Zeusin out here to do a little last minute hunting, because I'm about to lose the opportunity to gain meat. And then it will be turtle time. So Guero, knowing that we're about to lose access to the map, haul as much of the wood in as possible. So taking a look at the threat scale, we'll have another dip in about 5.5 days or so, when it will be possible to get more hunting done, but we're going to lose access to the wide map for a while. Alright, so threats going up any second now. So I am going to not risk too much and enact a local-based lockdown. There is an alpaca that's kind of easy pickings, so to speak, which I'm going to go for. And as soon as the zombies climb past 13, we know that it's they're spawned back in. But also the threat level is a clear indicator of that. Well, that's a decent amount of stockpiled meat, considering that we are also farming. So I feel comfortable with what we got. And the additional perimeter walls are getting together. Oh, good! This is actually really beneficial, the mad boomalopes. Because I don't have a flammable entryway, so it's just 3 free boomalope kills. 4, actually. Provided that they don't burn. But I can run out there and try to stop them from burning. Oh, there's maybe nowhere to haul them. Guess we don't need to cook them very much once we're home. They come a little pre-cooked. Okay, base is in lockdown now. Any second now we're going to get some spawns, and they're going to ramp up to a lot of spawns. We'll get maybe 150 zombies or so on the map tile. So not the type of condition that will allow us to move around more freely. So hunt for food is off. We're building better defenses and warm clothing. So once the toques are done, Guero will then go for dusters, I think, for parkas. I think dusters are going to be... Dusters are the best protection, whereas parkas obviously the best insulation. And I think I'd rather have protection over insulation. And I got most of the wood around the entrance. There's still a little bit here and there, but they're in small stacks. I could caravan for it, but it's not really worth it to me. $800 steel. That's not bad. The other thing is we'll be out of granite. So having one squareos free for tailoring. So let's make sure that he's tailoring over smithing and mining and all that stuff. Having him mine away at the granite mountainside will give us more granite blocks to be able to cut to complete our walls. All right, toques are already done. Not bad. The defensive walls are actually coming together pretty quick. I had more granite than I thought. I think we're out. Some of these walls are a little damaged because of the boomlope explosions. Oh, well, Redfield's already tended to it. I'm going to do something that's going to be a slightly annoying, but in order to get granite quicker, Lady Stormguard's going to just grab some granite chunks just beyond the wall and caravan them in. I could do 2 at a time. I feel like if I drop my rifle... No, they weigh too much. Zombies are already starting to come over to the entryway. But, I don't know. 4 chunks. That'll be enough. Enough to get the rest of the wall done, I think. Actually, I think I need 5. But I'd like to think this this little community is doing all right. It's thriving, considering the odds. Looking around for special zombies. Don't see any yet. I wonder what died. But here's a good indicator of like why fire traps don't work so well for zombies. They burn really, really, really slowly. So you need, especially when they're enraged. When they're enraged, they move a little over 3 times faster than their current sort of wandering speed. So when they're enraged going through a fire maze, they will blow through that fire maze pretty quickly. Alright, I think for my constructors, to cut down on filth, I'm going to start smoothing out the floors here. Because I'm going to treat this as part of the base, not just like a cave that we throw things in. So I'll get the floors all smooth. And that will stop the amount of trash and filth that's tracked in everywhere. Because my constructors don't really have anything to work on until there's more materials anyway. And what do you want me to build next? Tamarin, thank you for the resub. And everybody else that I had missed, just because I've been juggling so many tasks. Oh, you know, there's actually something on that list that I left out. Which... No, never mind. I'm good with that list. Sorry for my indecision. So having an inner wall that is all stone makes me feel a little bit better. There's not going to be a situation where, like, fire or... Yeah. Some light attacks, light, well-placed attacks are going to do me in. We're up to 136 zombies out there. Oh, here's a miner zombie. You can hear him chipping away at the mountain here. So in the case that there's like miner zombies that are moving towards sensitive parts of the mountain, I would have to rally everyone to go clear some zombies out. We are sitting at max threat right now, so there's not much point in trying to kill zombies off at the moment, because thinking about min-maxing it, for every like normal zombie that I kill, what the end result could be is that that normal zombie could then subsequently be replaced by a special zombie as the zombie cap is freed up. So as long as the small zombies aren't posing any risk, there's not a reward to murdering them other than leveling up shooting skill. Which I'm not saying is unimportant. It's just maybe less important than getting work done or whatever. Just need one chunk, Guero. That's all you need to mine here, dude. And then you can go enjoy the dry comfort of home. Out into the rain with you. Okay, they're starting to mass up near the front door, though. So I will, probably in the morning when it's light out and hopefully not raining on me, need to go clear them out. Because once they hit, like, a critical threshold, they start to swarm and get angry. So you don't want to ignore them to the point where they're, can rip apart your walls. Or throw other zombies over them. And bypass them. Okay, just go to sleep. I was hoping to get some granite chunks there, but Guero proved that he is ineffective. Cheers. All right, lady. It is time to ignore zombies and build a roof over here. So the reason I'm roofing up is so that we can fight without being rained on, so that we don't get, like, soaking wet. Now the next step is to run a power cable down here so that we can not be in dark. And then maybe to put in, like, a table and chairs so that we can eat on a table. But I would say that that worked out pretty well. There are some long-term ramifications of having a bunch of dead zombies around your water source, though. There is contamination that slowly builds up as zombies rot, which is a non-zero threat to you in the long run. In the short run, it's not something I'm worried about. But in the long run, yeah, it's going to be an issue. And there's ways to mitigate that we're going to have to deal with. So you guys want a dedicated research area. Got it. All right. So the best spot for a research area is something with very little foot traffic. So maybe building it back here, because there's no thoroughfare here, would be ideal. Can I get just the last chunk, though, Guero? That's all you need. I just need one chunk of granite mined from you. Yes, I got it. Cool. So that's the last segment for the last little piece of the wall. I'm going to put in a light down by the dock so that we're not in the dark when we're shooting. Actually, you know, I'm going to put it at the end of the dock. It's going to look nice. Illuminate the dark. The dark water. There is deep wells, but that's not the same type of contamination. Toxic fallout is different than zombie contamination. Zombie contamination is kind of like... Think of it as like corrupted blood pools, which can be tracked into your base on your feet and get you sick. Kind of like toxic fallout or toxic buildup, but not exactly in the same way. So it's one of those things, like, if you have enough rotted corpses around, you'll eventually get sick. But there are ways to deal with that. So I hope to deal with it before it gets me sick, obviously. So, Guero, we need you to mine. So we get a research room. So the first thing I want to do is to dig out towards the water tower so that I can actually surface it. And then I'll put a research room sort of nested back here in a low traffic area. Oh, they're starting to horde up again. Where'd that miner go? Yeah, he's here. Not a threat. Now we are headed to a 3-day zombie reprieve. I just don't really have the firepower to, like, really efficiently clear out 137 zombies. Minus however many are here, like 13, 14, something like that. But I may have to wake people in the... Yeah, I'm going to do it. Rather be safe than sorry. This looks like an unhealthy number of zombies swarming the front door. And now the threat is gone. The colonists are going to have... Oh, okay, we have a threat event. This is a siege zombie, which is going to break through all of my walls if it's not dealt with immediately. So, eat a fine meal. I'm going to be out a while, so I'm going to make sure that everyone eats. All shooters must come. There's not a lot of time to deal with this. I wish it wasn't raining. Rain's not going to make this easier. Locked. Good. Nice. Zombies do heal when they're not finished off. So, double tap. God, that zombie's getting really close to our walls. Come on, headshots, people, headshots. Alright. I need to deal with the swarm guarding that zombie first. And then to take him out. He might get through one of the walls before I have the time to. We'll see. Man, if the rain could just go away. I need my accuracy. I'm using dinky little auto pistols. They suck for accuracy. At least there's no zombies coming up from behind me. Housing the needs. Sleep needs are pretty high, but they're just gonna have to make do. With no sleep for a bit. How many bullets are in you, die? What are you, like, Luke Cage zombie? Just die already. Oh god, there's so many more. Okay. Alternative thought. It's through. So I'm going to plan on it being through. And instead, patch the wall up as we kill it. Because killing it before breach is not happening. So my shooters are running back into the base. Guero has the blocks ready. Don't try to melee these things. They are very highly skilled and are like damn near impossible to melee. So he's just waiting to patch that wall once it's possible. My shooters are getting into position. All right. Ignore. If I see it turn towards me, I will run. Whoa! Jesus, friendly fire. And this is why double layered defense is really, really useful. Can you all stop almost shooting Guero? Alright, Guero, run away with that meal of yours. Are bites hard to deal with? Yes. If you get bit, unless you have a bunch of zombie extract as a cure, say goodbye to the character. For the most part. Like, you might be able to tend it, but the likelihood of it working out is low. That's a lot of poop. Okay, well, that was dealt with, that micro crisis. And you can see why keeping an eye out for special zombies is really important. Because the sooner you spot them, the more time you have to react and to take them down before they do irreparable damage to your base. You can't just turtle. Does chopping off limbs work? It depends on your settings. Your Zombieland settings. So, in Zombieland, down here, risk that a zombie bite is infectious is 50%. The time until the infection is known is about 8 hours. The time for the infection to be treatable is about a day. The duration of the infection is 6 days. There is this, like, newbie toggle of treatment in bed stops infections, which treats it like a normal virus, RimWorld virus. I have that off. And what that means is that if I want to treat infections, I would need zombie extract from zombies. So you collect zombie extract from dead zombies before they disappear, either automatically or by right-clicking on the zombie corpse and make extract out of it. And then on a drug table, you can collect the zombie extracts for a proper treatment for infected bites. And I would need 100 zombie extracts to be able to treat a bite. I have 1. So if you have an abundance of zombie extract, you can get away with it. So in order to... If you have a really highly skilled, highly armored meleeer, and you have a choke point, you might be able to start meleeing zombies, but for the most part, you need extracts, and you're not going to get a lot of extracts easily. So it's very dangerous to let zombies get too close. So don't get bit. Okay. My plan is, I have slate. My plan is to build a research room in here. Overhead Mountain doesn't matter in this series because there's no bugs. There's no bug faction. There's no mech faction. There's none of that. This is just about zombies. What's the most effective damage type against zombies? It actually depends on what they're wearing. Usually it's sharp, but some zombies are well armored, so then blunt would be more effective. Because zombies will have slightly randomized stats depending on their clothing. So every now and then you'll see a zombie with like marine armor or something like that. And then, you know, the effective damage type might change. Fire is also very effective, but it takes a very long time to take effect. There is a marine helmet here that I probably should have grabbed, but I didn't, and it's rotted pretty badly as a result. Maybe I'll try to grab that in a second, though. once my shooters have a minute to clear out the gate. These are just old power conduits that were embedded in the walls when I moved in, and I can get rid of them. Don't really need them where they are now. They pose just like a flame risk. All right, so this is our little micro-hospital research room to be cleaned. Stormguard, I probably, once you recreate a little bit, need you out here on the gate, because the numbers are growing. So we are currently at 0 threat. No more zombies are spawning, but it's a short enough window that, because we didn't get, like, a head start on clearing them out, it probably doesn't make sense to try to get hunting out here. Instead, just to, like, kill the numbers around the front gate so that we're safe. What's her skill? I'm 20. She's already sitting at 20. And then Zeusin is at 13 and Redfield's at 18. Ha! Clothing spawned behind the wall and I like snagged it. That's kind of funny. Yeah, it's a very target-rich environment. Very easy to level up in... Oh, so here's like a zombie with a flak helmet, right? So shooting his head as a result of that flak helmet was going to be a little bit more difficult. Oh, sheep wool button-down shirt. That's kind of nice. I pissed that zombie off. Trying to give this zombie a target. Sometimes they tank a lot. They have variable health, so every now and then you'll have a zombie that just like refuses to die, and they're just a lot more dangerous because they're hard to predict. Is there any special zombies I need to worry about out here? I don't spot any. Don't see albinos or siege zombies or any of that. These guys are a little enraged, but that's not dangerous. No, I think we're clear. I'm going to see if I can encourage my people to smooth the research room first. Oh, Zeusin, put the helmet on. I don't want you wearing that. So I'm going to take this off of the allowable. I was just going to smelt it. I was going to melt it down. If it was higher HP, I would consider keeping it for Guero to wear in the case that there's like a siege to be dealt with, but it's 57%. It's almost ruined. There's not much point. Might as well have the plasteel instead. So not all zombies will like actively migrate towards our gates. Like we still have this mining zombie out there that just hasn't. but they do gather around your doors, which is why the only door in and out of the colony is here, and it's in plain view of the pier, so it's very easy to shoot on as a design idea. Trying to defend in Zombieland without deep water as an advantage, or embrasures if you have an embrasure mod, which I don't, becomes a lot more difficult. I did it in Wizards of the Black Death, I guess, but it's a hard thing to manage most of the time. Now, I would like in this current lull to try to get to that mining zombie, the one with the mining helmet, to kill him, because I don't want special zombies on the map if I can help it. Do you need a break? Yeah, they need to recreate a little bit. I think this is probably... If I forbid this door, this is going to be a cleaner room than the entryway. But then eventually I'll put it in there, where there's almost going to be no filth built up there. Alright, Stormguard and Redfield, you two are in good spirits. Let's see if we can't kill that mining zombie. Oh. Alright, that one's coming for me. As you can see, CQB is really dangerous. You gotta be very careful when you're, like, in tight quarters, because it's easy to get swarmed, or not to have line of sight for shots. But pissing them off and then luring them in the open works pretty well. One day I'll have a better gun, and then this pain will be over. Now, because I'm not aiming for 0 zombies on the map, I don't care if... I don't care about the others. I just wanted the miner zombie gone, because the miner zombie posed a threat to the community that the others did not. Because unless I'm likely to clear the entire map of zombies, zombies will always respawn. So there's no point in trying to do a full clear. Partials are fine. I guess because of all those armchairs, I don't really care about that anymore. Is there any anything to hunt close to base? Still, no. They're all like guinea pigs and boom rats. Ooh, they're both getting married. Everyone's getting married. Man, once those 2 weddings happen, I am going to have Colony Mood perfectly covered for such a long time. No one's going to be upset for like 2 months. It's going to be great. Honeymoon, right? And we've got a pretty decent stockpile of food. Pretty secure base with good power and water. No water filtration yet, but, you know, in progress. And reasonable security. And I think, my friends, that is where I'm going to leave off for this stream. Thank you for watching RimWorld Zed City, which originally streamed live on Twitch October 1st. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams, including this one. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, a link to Discord can be found on my website or in the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow survivors.